Hello, my name is Joshua Noonan. I'm here to present about environmental health, and my title is called Beyond the Bell. I believe my overview is children have home environment plays a role in their life from an early age. I believe it is important as a future educator to learn the difficulties of some children having their home. We need to recognize the environments of kids that don't have a fair upbringing and don't start with the same advantages of the rest of the population. There are many kids that are going home hungry and have environments where their parents are neglecting or not nurturing or falling into bad habits of smoking cigarettes inside the house or showing exposure of alcohol. What we should know. Children are at risk of peer rejection, conflicts with family and teachers, school failure, occupational difficulties, in addition to the most serious risk for socially deviant behavior. The association between school difficulties and externalizing behavior constitutes an important research topic. Both problems represent central issues in childhood of interest to development psychology. Kids are growing up in environments that are affecting them mental health and social, and it's causing deviant behavior because they're lashing out from the feelings of their parents, and there are homes where that kids don't get fed or are being rejected from, and it is falling into school settings. Research has shown using tested whether the family environment in the early childhood predicts self-esteem in later development periods. They collected data from 8,000 participants from ages of 8 to 27 years old, and they recorded the first 6 years of life. The results suggested that the family environment in early childhood is significantly predicted self-esteem as the children grow up. Child self-esteem is so important as they grow up from adolescent to adulthood that these kids are being exposed to negative things, and negative influences are the deciding factor for what they go to and how they live their life. Data has shown that physical, emotional, and social changes, including exposure to poverty, abuse, or violence, can make adolescents vulnerable to mental health problems. Globally, it is estimated that 1 in 7, 10 and 19-year-olds experience mental health conditions, yet these remain largely unrecognized and untreated. Depression, anxiety, and behavior disorders are among the leading causes of illness and disability among adolescents. Suicide is the fourth leading cause of the death among 15 to 19-year-olds. The consequence of failing to address adolescent mental health conditions extend to adulthood, impairing both physical and mental health and limiting opportunities to lead fulfilling lives as adults. Tips on teaching unwanted behavior. Check in with the students. Remember all the students' names and use their name. Try to connect to the students with relevant topics. Be careful, be caring but demanding. Create a behavior contract to give the kids the power to choose how they need to behave. I believe by giving the kids a chance to choose how they need to behave and how they need to fix themselves, in sense to not be deviant behavior or unwanted behavior, because I don't believe all kids are bad, and that kids that are acting out are relatively representing negativity. They just are having trouble at home or having trouble in their personal life, and they are having trouble processing the information and dealing with the emotions that they're feeling. And I believe as future educators, we need to be aware of that and be aware of the signs so that we can help the students any way that we can. We can also recommend different programs like the JROTC, which helps students, give them a structured path and gives them authority and instruction and sense of belonging and togetherness, so that they have less time in a negative impacting environment such as home. Another group that is wonderful is the Boys and Girls Club, which they said 97% of the club teams expect to graduate from high school. 88% expect to complete some kind of post-secondary education, according to the BGCA youth outcome data. The mission statement says to enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. I believe it is so important to realize that other outside programs are so important to our school systems and to our kids, that it helps kids that may have that have poverty or unfit parents at home that cannot take care of their kids, and these programs offer a space for the kids